My name is Brianna Turner. I went to Manvel High School, and I'm currently a basketball player at Notre Dame.
All right, Brianna, I'm sorry. How was it winning the national championships, women's national championship this year?
It was amazing. No one expected us to do it. We have four people with ACL tears. We had three walk-ons. We only had seven scholarship players. So the whole season was a wild ride, but at the end, it all worked itself out.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. So you won a state title, and now you have won a national championship. Your career is really just what others would dream of. How do you feel about all of the accomplishments that you've had over your career so far?
It feels really great. Yeah, my senior high school, we won the state title. This past year, we just won the national championship. I'm going back for a fifth year, so hopefully I'm hoping to repeat with my team again.
Okay. And let everyone know what happened to you going into your senior year. You had a little adversity and tore your ACL, correct?
Yeah, my junior season in the NCAA tournament, I tore my ACL second round, so I sat out my senior year.
All right. Was how hard or difficult was that for you to get your mind around having to rehab and come back for this fifth year?
It was very difficult being sidelined the whole year, and obviously I wanted to go out there help my team, be in practice, help them out. But I had to find other ways to participate, whether that was talking or like just shouting the scouting report, or just being a good teammate off the court as well.
Okay. And when you were in high school, you were pretty highly recruited. How was the recruiting process for you, being that you were the number one female basketball player in the country, correct?
Yeah.
So how was your recruiting process? How was that for you?
My recruiting process, it was wild. I had like hundreds of letters sent to my house. I went on several college visits. I had coaches calling me, texting me, this, that, and the other. I verbally committed to Notre Dame spring of my junior year, so I wanted to get it out the way before I was a senior. So I visited. I had like a top five fall of my junior year, and I committed to Notre Dame in spring of my junior year.
Okay. So me myself, I thought that you were definitely going to Baylor, but you chose to go to Notre Dame. What were some of the factors in your decision to go to Notre Dame?
Well, I really fell in love with Coach McGraw and her program. I visited there. I loved the campus. The academics are like top notch in Notre Dame too, so I wanted to have a good balance of both of those. So just really the culture at Notre Dame is really what made me fall in love with it.
Okay. And you and I talked a little while ago about decisions and the decisions that you have to make in that process. And you said something that was very interesting to me that I hadn't even thought about is deciding to go to a school because of the assistant coaches and not just because of the head coach. Could you elaborate a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course, like the head coach are more likely to stay there if it's a good program. But the assistants, I feel like a lot of assistants are always looking for like to get a head coaching job or to move up. So I would say don't fall in with the assistants. Although it's great to like your assistants since you're at college, you shouldn't just go to college for the assistant coach because you never know if they're going to stay all 4 years when you're there or they're going to leave. So I would definitely say you need to fall in love with the head coach first.
Okay. So coming up on this fifth year for you, and by the way, Brianna graduated, got your degree already, right?
Yes.
So, which is a huge accomplishment in itself. But what are your expectations going into this next year?
We're always going to have a target on our backs. We just won, so everyone's going to be trying to beat us the whole entire year. We brought back a lot of our team. We only lost two players from last year. So just really having a target on our backs and just really needs to play through adversity, obviously, again, and just be tough the whole year.
Okay. And final question. What would you tell a young athlete, female or male, about the grind that it takes, going from high school and being a top player, but, people don't see the hard work that you put in to be the number one female basketball player in the country and to be able to go to a Notre Dame. Tell everybody, what the work is like, in high school that you put in, and also moving forward into college, the amount of work that has to be placed on a student athlete.
The work is just really hard. You have to make choices to skip some fun stuff to be on your grind, and even in college too. Like obviously like college is a great experience, but you're not gonna be able to go out with all your friends and have fun on the weekends. Like you're gonna have to like get good rest, eat well because you're gonna have practice and games. So just knowing that you're gonna have to sacrifice if you want to ultimately reach your end goals.
Okay. And how proud of your parents? I know they're really, really proud of you. I know your dad. I see him, talk to him a little bit more than I do your mom. But when you made that decision to go to Notre Dame, were your parents just like overly ecstatic?
My parents were super excited. They knew about the academic standpoint of Notre Dame and, of course, Coach McGraw's history of our program. They were obviously sad I was going to be living in Indiana, but they come to a lot of games. There's a call, a text away, so they were really excited for me.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you giving us your view of the process. We are definitely trying to help as many student athletes get through the process as smooth as possible, because making those tough decisions is something that every student athlete has to do, and you have to go through adversity. It's how you come out on the other side of the adversity. So appreciate you giving us a couple minutes of your time. We will talk to you guys later. This is Coach Reggie with Stay Recruited.